Hello and welcome to Blues View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined on the phone now by Birmingham City correspondent Colin Tatham. Hi Colin.
Hello.
Well, we're going to be talking about the Europa League clash against Bruges coming up on Thursday. First of all, have we got any team news or injury news ahead of that game for Birmingham City?
Well, the good news is that Birmingham have got as strongest squad as possible. Has gone over there. The only absentees are Jordan Much, which we know he's long term anyway, and Curtis Davis. But Curtis Davis could possibly be fit for Sunday's game in the Championship at Bristol City. So that's a little bit of good news there. But otherwise, Chris Hughton has taken everybody over to Belgium for the Bruges game.
And obviously, you're going to be out there yourself following that game. What sort of performance should fans expect from Blues? Are they going to be going for it and trying to pinch the win there?
I think it'll be pretty much similar to the previous away games in the Europa League. I think Birmingham will try and keep it tight, get men behind the ball, because the game in Europe is more possession-based, and by all accounts, Bruges do like to move the ball about. They've got some very tricky and technically gifted players. And I think basically if Birmingham can stay in the game and get people behind the ball and frustrate the home team, that'll give them a good foothold to start with. And as we saw in Maribor, then if they take their chances, who knows? I mean, that was quite a remarkable turnaround, and backed by so many fans in the stadium as well. I think it could be quite a game.
And in terms of attacking, what sort of players is Chris Hughton going to be looking at for his front line?
Well, interestingly, Marlon King and Chris Wood started the last league game against Leicester City and did very well as a pair. And I think he might rotate it and leave one of those out. Perhaps start Nikola Zigic, perhaps Adam Rooney. He said he will make a couple of changes just to basically keep people fresh and ticking over for the league game on Sunday. But he won't go mad and completely wipe the team out, as it were. So he could make a little change up the top end of the pitch, or alternatively he could sort of basically use his substitute a little bit earlier in a game, depending on how it's going.
Okay, and it looks like it's going to be quite a big atmosphere there for Birmingham City with so many fans travelling. But now moving on to the next game away against Bristol City on Sunday. How do you see that kind of panning out now that Birmingham City is starting to get a little bit of momentum? Yeah,
they are 3 straight wins, although there was an international break in between of that, and of course they got an away win at Nottingham Forest. The confidence is up at the moment, and if they can get a good result in Bruges, then I'm sure they can just sort of bounce along into the next game, which is at Bristol City, who are not having the best of times. And if Blues can keep people fit, keep this momentum going, then why can't they climb the table and make a challenge for the playoffs? They will need to steer injury-free, obviously, but at the moment they're in fine fettle. The mood is good. The players believe in themselves, believe in what the manager's doing, and of course they are able to score goals, which is the number one priority. Chris Wood, 9 in 12. You can't fault him, and Marlon King is looking a threat as well. So I think if they can get a good result in the Europa League, it'll just stand them in good stead for coming back to the bread and butter of the Championship.
Great stuff, Colin. Well, look, thanks for your thoughts there, and of course you'll be writing your match report, which will be on the website on Friday morning. We'll be back again next week with more Blues View.